Coming to you live from Red Flint Rock and Stone, it's the Holly and Tom Show. I'm manager at Red Flint Rock and Stone.
And I'm Holly. I work in the Sales and Business Development Department here at Red Flint.
Yeah, we're really excited to launch this new product this year, and we get a lot of questions about it, so we thought we'd take a few minutes to answer some of the questions we routinely get on this product. So this is a big Ask the Expert session, so let's have at it.
I have a question. Why is this sand, or isn't it just sand?
No, it's not just sand really, because we're a specialty sand and gravel producer, so we actually make different sand and gravel products. So this is actually, it's a washed, dried, and screened sand, so it's precisely sized, and we picked a size gradation that will maximize traction on slippery surfaces. And the other thing about it is the shape. It's not a really round particle, so if it were really round, it'd be like walking on marbles. But this is, we would call it a subangular shape. So the irregular shape of each individual grain is what gives it a bite on the surface. And we found through trial and error over the decades that this particular size provides the best traction. The other thing, because it's a very clean sand, when you put this out, it's not going to track like a lot of the free junk sand you get all over the place. It's just doesn't have that fine dirt and soil and clay in it, so it's not going to get muddy, and it just works better.
So I can use this anywhere?
Yeah, it's really safe. It's sand that comes from the ground. It doesn't have any additives. It's not treated with any chemicals, so if a little bit of it gets on your grass, it's not going to harm the grass. It's not going to harm your pets either. So it's a pet-friendly product, and it's safe for your turf.
Okay. Well, how can I get it? Like, what sizes can I get it in? Like packaging options.
So lots of packaging options. Comes in this little bottle that fits nicely in your purse or backpack. Then there's the 3-pound bottle. That's a little bigger. Can still fit in your door jamb, your center console. Then we have small bags. We have a 6.25-pound bag, 12.5. Double that with a 25-pound bag, 50-pound bags, 100-pound bags, all the way up to bulk. And you can buy the bottles individually, or you can buy them in a case in a box, which would have 12, or you can buy a case of bottles of 18 of the 3 pounds in the super sack or the bag.
Yeah, we packaged it in the bags because the bag is just a cheaper packaging option, so you get a little bit better unit price if you buy it in the bag case versus the box. It's just a matter of preference. So really the cool thing is we've got all these different packaging options, so I mean, whatever your needs are, we're going to have something that's going to work for you. And the other cool thing we do is for an institution, we'll customize a pallet for you, so you don't necessarily have to get a full pallet of boxes or a full pallet of bag cases. We can mix together whatever you want. So we try to make it really easy for our customers.
What if I want easy sand and salt in bottles? And I don't only want like a box of them.
That's fine. We can customize your order.
Yeah, we can absolutely customize an order to whatever you want. So if you wanted to order one box and you can tell us what to put in it, we'll do that. It's not hard for us.
Do you guys sell refill kits?
Yeah, that's a great question, Claire. We do sell refill kits because, to prevent you from continually buying new bottles, you can get a refill kit that's got about 45, or you can get a 50-pound bag of the same sand. You just open the top, and when you're use this up, you can just screw the cap right off, and you just scoop it right in your bag and fill it up. So we've had some customers that have chosen to do that as well. So then these are pretty sturdy bottles. It's a high quality bottle. This will last quite a long time.
We also order. You can also order a scoop and funnel system too if it's in an area that you don't want to have a little bit of a mess, got to keep things neater. The scoop and funnel make it very easy.
Yeah, we had one customer who's got one of these guys with a pristine garage that is more of just a pristine shop, and he was really concerned about that, so he really liked the fact that he could use a scoop and a funnel to just not get sand everywhere when he's refilling his bottles. So yeah, we've got something that'll work for just about anybody.
So that small bottle seems just pretty small.
Yeah, it might, but it's for a very specific application. And how I like to use this is, for one example is when I went to the grocery store, conditions were deteriorating really bad, so the parking lot was really starting to get slippery. What I like about this is it fits right in my jacket pocket. And then if I take it out and I get to a bad spot, I open this up, and you'd be surprised how much you can cover with this. You know, depending on how heavy you need to put it down, this is going to cover 50 to 200 square feet. You know, if it's super, super slick, it's not going to go as far. If it's not too bad, you know, 200 square feet, you know, that's a path 10 feet wide by 20 feet long. That's pretty good. And you wouldn't make it that wide. I mean, if you're going 3 feet wide, you know, you can make a pretty long path with it. So, and that's the idea, is to have an amount that you can take with you anywhere. This bottle will cover 100 to 400 square feet.
Tom, I was gonna ask, can I bring my truck to the scale and get it loaded in the back of my truck for the salt and sand and everything?
Yeah, if you're a local customer, you can come down and we can load you. Whether you're picking up bulk material or any of the packaging options, we can load you right at our plant. If you want to come into our little scale office and see Claire, we can sell you a few different, you know, just a couple of bottles or small bags there too. So we have inventory available, and we can also arrange shipping to anywhere you need it.
How much salt is in your salt sand mix?
It's an 80-20 mix, so it's 80% sand, 20% salt.
Yeah, the salt's good. Till, like most salt, it'll work really well till down to about 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Some people like the salt too. It's a bigger grain and it's very jagged. So another nice advantage with the salt and the salt sand mix is you get a little bit of extra bite with it. So some people just prefer that. So we made that option available. We've been selling that salt in bulk for years.
Could I potentially use this to, like, if I was stuck, get unstuck?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think this bottle is even enough where you can use it around your tire to get unstuck. In fact, one of our industrial customers and their delivery drivers drive pretty large trucks, and they were on a slippery surface. I think this was over in the Twin Cities in Minnesota, and they actually used it to get their truck going again when it was slipping. So yeah, you can definitely use it for that. The nice thing too, if you're in a situation where you have delivery drivers or trucks, this is really neat. You don't have to worry about a bag falling over and spilling all over your vehicle, or if you're putting it in your car too. You know, this is a very neat thing. This fits great in the center console of my Ford Explorer, and it's just super easy. You know, one place I like to use it, where I've had a lot of close calls, probably because I'm getting old and I don't bend as good as I used to when I was young, but when I get out of my car and my truck, you know, and you open that door, and sometimes it's really slick right outside your door, and you got to do that weight transfer on one foot, and you don't have a lot of room, and you're in an odd body position, and I've almost gone down a lot there. So I always automatically look, and if it looks bad, I just grab it out of my console, sprinkle it, and I'm going to be safe. And then, like I said, I can carry this with me if I think I might encounter some bad spots on my way into the store. So that's how I use it a lot.
How heavy are each of those different bottles?
16 ounces and 32 ounces, so less than 3 pounds. So, yeah. So a 1 pound bottle and about a 3 pound bottle. Like I said, the bags, this is a 12.5 pound bag. We've got it in 6.25 pounds, 25 pounds, and you can go up to 50. And we can even do giant super sacks if you were a big institution and needed that.
I have no more questions.
You know, just, you know, I kind of like to tell people how I got the idea for this too, and it's a way that institutions can use this. Is there was a large hospital, and they came up with a rudimentary sort of version of this, and basically they required all their employees to have this in their car on their person. So if you're in that type of business where you're coming and going off shift, when the surface treatment crews haven't been able to get out there, you have this on your person. So, you know, you can stay safe and avoid a fall while you're walking into work. I used it last winter in Fargo, North Dakota. I was staying at a hotel, and they had done their snow removal, but the only way I could stay on dry pavement was to walk, you know, way down, you know, probably 150, 200 feet around all the cars, and I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm like everybody else. I'm going to take a straight line, which was between the cars and over a little median. And sure enough, I almost slipped and fell. I had a really close call, so I remembered I had it. And I sprinkled myself a little path about 20 feet long. I probably used it 3-4 times during the hotel stay, so it was perfect. And it's a lot easier than falling, because falling hurts.
And there's the concept. You knew you had it, so you turned around and used it.
Yep.
Makes you aware.
Yep, exactly.
Cool. No more questions for me.
I got none.
All right, I guess that's it for the Tom and Holly Show. Hit us up, make an appointment, and we can tell you more amazing stories and give you more information.